may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Man, how y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday, everybody. How's everybody doing? Seth, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining me. You the first one up in here today. Man, Trump froze a lot of money today. 5 o'clock today. I mean, he on Medicaid, early lunch programs, all nonprofits. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. And it's a lot of people, a lot of innocent people gonna get hurt behind this craziness. And some of them voted for him. And gonna end up, man, suffering the consequences. Now that's the part that is a tough pill to swallow. The very man that you put in office is the one turning your life upside down. You know, how you think people gonna adjust to that? How people are supposed to adapt to that? How people even supposed to accept that when they are under the impression that they're safe? And now, and here's the travesty. He's running the government like he would a business. And the two, that's like mixing oil with water. You know, there are certain things that, you know, when Congress has passed a law, you just can't write an executive order and change what they change. You got to go through them. And he don't see, and you got the majority in the House and the Senate. Why can't you go through them? You got control of everything, House, Senate, and the White House. But yet you doing all these executive orders. And it's really causing some havoc. It's really causing some serious havoc in the country. You know, and because I was looking, listen, in 2022, 39.6% of Medicaid and CHIP enrollees in the United States were white. Let me read that again. In 2022, about, let's just say 40% of Medicaid and CHIP enrollees in the United States were white. So who you think gonna get hurt? I mean, seriously, because it's more white people than anybody else. So who you think gonna get hurt? And you know, all of these nonprofits that's not gonna be able to meet their payroll. Who you think gonna be hurt? Now you got people that ain't got no money, that can't go to the store, they can't do no shopping. Look at the fallout from that. You see, all this money that you freezing, man, you hurting the business sector as well. Because if folk ain't got no paycheck, shit, they can't go out and shop. And you got to wonder if this is gonna have an impact on crime. You know, you know, now you're gonna have people that are going to start resorting to all kinds of things negatively just to make some money. Hell, OnlyFans getting ready to blow up now. Shit, you thought OnlyFans was bad. Shoot, OnlyFans getting ready to blow up now, buddy. OnlyFans getting ready to blow up, and a lot of these other adult sites getting ready to blow up because you got some women out there that don't have the education, don't have the qualifications to actually get into the job market. What you think they're gonna do? Think about that. What you think they're gonna do? They're going straight to OnlyFans or whatever other site they can go to that they can be exploited. Because a lot of people getting caught off guard, man. This is catching a lot of people off guard. It really is, and it's gonna hurt a lot of people, and not just the people who are in the program. It's gonna hurt their communities. Because if he don't release this money, man, look at the businesses that's gonna suffer. Because folk can't pay their bills. See, they ain't thinking about stuff like that. Now we gonna freeze, all the funding. Look at the nonprofits. This ain't a good time to have one. This ain't a good time to have no nonprofit. Because ain't no telling what these fools might do with nonprofits, man. The way they playing with the money. And you can't meet payroll, what you gonna do? You're gonna have to lay people off. And see, and this is gonna have an effect on the job report. Because now you got a whole lot of people that are out of work. Look at all of the who let me I showed you. Well, let me see. Let's see. Um Listen to this. According to recent data, a significant majority of chief diversity officers, CDI, which is what they're calling it now, in the U.S. are white, with studies showing around 70% of these CDIs identifying as whites. Whoa. Wait a minute, let's see something. The most common ethnicity among chief diversity officers is white, which makes up 76.1% of all chief diversity officers, and they are now out of work. They are now out of work. And now you done froze the money for Medicaid, for after school lunches. Let me see what he froze the money. Let me see what the programs affected. Programs affected by the federal freeze. Um, let's see. Let's see. Medicaid block. Uh, according to the press briefing today, that's it. Well, okay. So somebody lying there. Somebody lying. Somebody's lying. Okay. Somebody see the and if you can't get the story right, then that's even more of a problem. If you can't get the story right, okay, if you can't get the story right, something's wrong. Because you ain't on the same page. And see, and all we got to do is just wait for the fallout. But regardless to who's being affected, when you freeze that money, man, you putting some folk out of work. And you're going to have an economic impact on where they live. Because now they can't go and spend money. You drying up the money. You taking money out of circulation now with all these cuts. Okay? Well, see, here again, man. You know, who do you blame? You know, think about it. Who you gonna blame because it's twisted? Who you blaming? Oh, federal judge blocked it. Okay, okay. See, you got man, you got so much stuff that's hanging in the balance right now, man. That a lot of innocent people gonna get hurt. A lot of innocent people gonna get hurt. Okay? And for what? And notice, none of this is directed toward the rich. Let me say that again. Notice, none of this is directed toward the rich. The rich ain't suffering. The rich is not going to be held accountable. The rich ain't going to have to pay no more. Okay? Matter of fact, he trying to get a tax break extended for the rich. But look what he's doing to the poor. And here's the travesty. Got us fighting each other like cats and dogs. And we all getting the same screwing without lube. And we fighting each other like cats and dogs and being screwed. We all being screwed. If you're poor, you're being screwed. It's just that simple. Why you fighting each other? Why you at each other's throats when you all getting the same treatment? I sit back and watch some of these people be talking about these lefties and these righties and these libertards and all of this stuff. And I'm like, what benefit is that giving you to keep sowing the division? What are you getting cheaper gas? Are you getting better food prices? Are you getting better gas prices? With all of this confusion and division, is it giving you a better price? Is it benefiting your life? Well, if it ain't, how come you in it? That's a good question, Truth Conductor. You know, if all this division and animosity and revenge ain't benefiting you personally, why are you participating? Why? Oh, you just want to get something off your chest. You frustrated, you angry, and you still getting screwed, and you angry, and you don't want to talk to your neighbor, your coworker, some of your family members, but all y'all getting screwed. So I mean, make it make sense. Well, okay. See, I just told you, who is this? Mad Mike. Maybe you wasn't in here when I said that. 76% of the, okay, let's just talk about the deportations. Okay, let's just talk about the deportations. You don't think that's gonna have an impact on you? You want all the illegals deported. You don't think that's gonna have an impact on you? When last time you saw an American in the field? Who you think gonna be out in the field working? Hey, who you think gonna be doing that work? You think that ain't gonna raise up prices? You want all of them deported, but you don't think that's gonna impact you at all? You think by them you going out there, all that food is just rotting on the vines. You don't think that ain't gonna affect you? Come on, man, get your head. It's but listen. Well, if you want to really talk about it, shit, white people are illegal. If you really want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, they took the land from the Indians. So if you want to talk about legality, let's go there. White people are illegal, but you don't see them deporting nobody back to Europe, do you? Okay. Let me see what I got here. I'm a buffoon. Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Let me look at you. Let me look at you. I'm a buffoon. Man, dude, you got 34 subscribers on your channel, and I'm the buffoon. And let me see. Since 2013, you got 34 subscribers, and I'm a buffoon. I'm gonna put it up. No, I don't want to. I want to show that. I want to show that. I want to show that. In my opinion, we are conquerors. Oh, you don't make content? Then why are you up in here? Why are you up in here? You conquerors. Man, you don't even know your own history. Talking about you conquered. You stole. You didn't conquer nothing. You stole. Oh, you proving my ignorance? Dude, this ain't the Little Dick playground. You're on the wrong playground, buddy. You're on the wrong playground. This ain't the Little Dick playground. Okay? That's where you belong, on the Little Dick playground. This ain't it. Okay? So if you got something you want to prove, you on the wrong playground, buddy. Because you talk, that stuff you talking, what kind of work you do, Mad Mike? What kind of work you do? Let's just start right there. What kind of work do you do, Mad Mike? What's your employment? Let's see. What's your employment, Mad Mike? Retired Purple Heart veteran and own a landscaping company and farm. Really? And you don't have no illegal immigrants working for you, Mad Mike? I believe you're lying. First of all right. First of all, I'm 72. Oh, you don't break the law. Oh, you don't, man. Get out of here, man. You're light. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me go back and look at this picture again. Let me. Oh, you ain't talking about you. What you talking about? You retired Purple Heart veteran? Man, you ain't shit. You're a liar. Get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. That's what you do. Get your ass out of here. You're a big ass liar. Get out of here. Go get on somebody else's live. This is what I'm talking about. You know, man. If we gonna tell the truth, let's tell the truth. Let's just tell the truth. And white people came in and took this land from the Native Americans. But you don't want to admit that. And you got the nerve to call somebody an illegal immigrant. And you done stole the land. So how do you get rights when you done stole it from somebody? And here's the part that really irks me. White folk act like their ancestors weren't ruthless. They ain't do no wrong. They ain't mistreating nobody. See, that's the part that bugs me. See, y'all come up here like, your ancestors didn't mistreat nobody. And look at the Trail of Tears, where they gave Indians infected blankets to kill them. To kill them. But you don't want to talk about that. See, you don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. But you want to come up here with your goody two-shoes. Get the fuck up out of here. You're in the wrong place. Just that simple. And see, and truth be told, a lot of people just like that asshole are the ones that's being affected. That's coming up here talking about racist DEI. I just told you. Let me read it to you again. So that let's see, DEI programs. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's try to break this down. Listen to this. Listen to this. White people occupy more executive level DEI roles compared to other racial groups. Let me say that again. White people occupy more executive level DEI roles compared to other racial groups. White people. But yet it's racist. But it's racist. Oh yeah, too many black folk in there. But it says white people occupy more executive level DEI roles compared to other races. And you just got rid of it. And you don't think some of them same white people didn't vote for Trump? Think about it. And now they out of a job. They out of a job. And now you done turn around and froze money. Oh, they gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way. That injunction. Let me see what the judge. Let me see what kind of injunction. Um, see what they saying. Okay. A, a federal judge temporarily blocks. A federal judge on Tuesday temporarily blocked a push for President Donald Trump to pause federal funding while his administration conducts an across-the-board ideological review to uproot progressive initiatives. The Trump administration planned to plunge the U.S. government and states and organizations that rely on federal funding into panic and confusion and set the stage for a constitutional clash over control of taxpayer money. Now, if he creates a panic, you don't think you're going to be affected by that? Let me say that again. If he creates a panic, you don't think that's going to touch you? You don't think you'll be affected? If he creates a panic? You think you'll be safe on the sidelines? Do you? Because you living paycheck to paycheck now. So you think you'll be safe on the sidelines? And he gonna create a panic? Something to think about. Is that what you signed up for? Listen. Administration officials said the decision to halt loans and grants, a financial lifeline for local government, schools, nonprofits, was necessary to ensure that spending complies with Trump's recent blitz of executive orders. The Republican president wants to increase fossil fuel production, remove protections for transgender people, and end diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. But a vaguely worded memo issued by the Office of Management and Budget, combined with incomplete answers from the White House throughout the day, left lawmakers, public officials, and average Americans struggling to figure out what programs would be affected by the pause. Even temporary interruption in funding could cause layoff or delays in public service. And you think you ain't gonna be affected? Oh, just as long as he get rid of them racist DEI programs, you don't think you're gonna be affected? You think that ain't gonna bother you? You think deporting all of these illegals ain't gonna raise prices? You think food prices going down when they got food dying on the vines because they ain't got nobody to pick it? And you think it ain't gonna touch you? See, a lot of y'all got your head stuck in the sand. I almost cuss. I almost cussed there. You know, a lot of y'all got your heads in the sand. You say that's I want to use that other S, but I'm gonna be nice. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. Hey, man, I ain't mad at you, but I'm just saying some of these decisions gonna affect Some of the very people that's bragging about this man, it's going to touch him. It's going to have an impact. And then let's see how vocal you are. Because some of y'all being unrealistic about this, thinking, oh, it ain't going to bother me. Oh, yeah? Okay. Let's see. Listen, it says even temporary interruptions in funding could cause layoffs and delays in public service. And you think it ain't going to impact you. You think you're not going to be affected. And look, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, so just minutes after Aiken ruled, Democratic attorney generals from 22 states and the District of Columbia filed their own lawsuit seeking to block and permanently prevent the administration from cutting off federal funding. There's no question this policy is reckless, dangerous, illegal, and unconstitutional, the New York Attorney General Letta James said. Aiken, who was appointed by President Joe Biden, said in halting the spending freeze, it seems like the federal government currently doesn't actually know the full extent of the programs that they are being, that's going to be subject to the pause. Jessica Morton, an attorney for the National Council of Nonprofits, which brought the suit, said the group has tens of thousands of members around the country that would be affected. Tens of thousands. Our client members have reported being extremely concerned about having to shutter if even a brief pause, Morton said. Justice Department Attorney David Daniel Shuey said the plaintiffs hadn't identified anyone specifically who would lose funding right away. If the pause goes into effect, the White House did not immediately comment on the court-imposed stay. Trump administration officials said programs that provide direct assistance to America would not be affected, such as Medicare, Social Security, student loans, and food stamps. They also defended the funding pause, saying Trump was following through on his promise to turn Washington upside down if elected for a second term. John Mack say issues out of hand. Things may have to get uncomfortable for a bit. We all allowed it to get here. Time to fix it going forward. But do you have compassion about how you do that, John? Or do you just go in and ramble your way? Which way are you gonna do? And see, and really, I mean, when you really sit down and talk about it, you know, a lot of people are putting confidence into somebody that really hadn't been successful business-wise. Every business he had, I mean, he done filed bankruptcy 6 times. 6 times. That's not successful. That's running shit into the ground. And that's what he's good at, running shit into the ground. I mean, you know, I'm just, I ain't got no bias. I want him to succeed. But if you look at his track record, he's never been a successful businessman. Never. Not on paper. because he done filed for bankruptcy 6 times, 6 or 7 times. You call that success? Is filing for bankruptcy 6 times, is that success? Ageless Nerd say, how would you do it? I do it the right way, through Congress. You got control of the House and the Senate. You got control of them. Why don't you go to them and have them change the rules? Since you got the control, what you scared of? You got the House and the Senate. And you gonna tell me you got to write an executive order? And you got the House and the Senate? Something wrong with that, man. Something's wrong with that. Okay, something is wrong. What do you mean you disagree that he got control? It's not the Congress, the majority is Republican? Wait a minute. Isn't it, hold on, man. Isn't it more Republicans than Democrats in Congress and in the Senate? Let me ask you that question again. Is it not more Republicans than Democrats? Oh, see now, so they Republicans in name only. Oh, really? So now you're setting up the excuse. We got rhinos we got to get rid of. That's the excuse now. Okay? And name a rhino, ageless nerd. Who's a rhino? Name one. Name two. Okay? Name one. Name one that's a rhino. Name one. Name one. Wait a minute. Wait. Name one. Name one. Just because, man, that boy that they just put over the Pentagon ain't qualified. Ain't qualified. That man that they just put over the Pentagon is not, that's what you call white privilege right there. He ain't qualified. He's not qualified. And you're going to see, because let me tell you something, okay? Here's the thing. Because now, see, other countries know his weakness. And his weakness is alcohol and women. That's his weakness. Okay? It's alcohol and women. And you don't think they ain't gonna send some of the prettiest women in the world at that motherfucker? Knowing that's his weakness? You don't think, and let me tell you something. See, Trump just signed an executive order making treason the death penalty for treason. Wouldn't it be some shit if he get charged for treason? Wouldn't that be some shit if he get charged for treason because he can't control his zipper? And listen, ain't never ran nothing like that. And you expect for him to come in, ain't never had that kind of responsibility and supposed to be successful. Listen, dude, I've been in D.C. 50 years. Come March, will be 50 years, okay? And I done seen a lot of jokers coming up in here talking about they gonna change D.C. And in the 50 years I've been here, it ain't happened yet. It ain't happened yet, and it ain't gonna happen. See, because just like your body, when something foreign come in it, your body is gonna attack it. He went into the Pentagon, shit, they're gonna wear him out. Okay? All right? They're gonna wear him out. They're gonna wear him out. You watch. They're gonna wear him out. Tar Baby Yoda. What's going on? See, there you go. There you go. There you go. Bill Clinton balanced the budget. but he balanced the budget. You see the difference? See, you talking about Clinton, but at least Clinton did balance the budget. He did balance the budget. And what you got to say about that? What you got to say about that? He did balance the budget. But this guy ain't never had that responsibility. And you don't think that shit ain't gonna go to his head? I mean, seriously. You don't think that responsibility ain't gonna go to his head? You know, see, and here's the crazy part, man. You know, Trump pardoned all them J6ers when he got in. Okay? And look, 2 of them already been killed. Okay? 2 of them. A man got killed during the weekend, and I think yesterday or today, a woman got killed. They went to her house, and she pulled a shotgun on somebody, and a dude shot her several times in the chest. Okay? They build a system, then broke it. That's American job to keep him in check. No, they ain't gonna keep, dude. How somebody that don't want you in there gonna keep you in check? He don't even know the ropes. He don't even know the system. And he walking off into the belly of the beast and thinking just because he got the title that they ain't gonna sabotage his ass. Come on, man. Come on. Don't be that dumb. Don't be that dumb. When some people know you ain't qualified from the jump, and you got to get to see, because if he was qualified, he wouldn't have needed the vice president to break the tie. Oh, let me say that shit again. If he was qualified, he wouldn't have needed the vice president to break the tie. And it's proven his weakness is alcohol and women. That's his weakness. Alcohol and women. Shit. He probably come out of there, man, they gonna have that boy drinking, so he gonna be, when they get through with his ass, every time he go home, he gonna have to get him a bottle. See, hey Marcus, just because somebody else jump off the bridge, that means you gotta do the same? No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the guy that they put over the Pentagon, buddy. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Okay? I'm talking about the guy that needed the vice president to break the tie for him to get confirmed. Okay? Marcus Hunt say Trump building a new system where the original boy, y'all funny, man. Y'all funny. Y'all some funny rascals, boy. I ain't lying, cause you'll twist daddy's home. Oh boy, I tell you, is that the case? Daddy's home. Okay, all right, Jeremy. Okay, all right. If you say so. I'm just trying to have, you see, if I had my way, I would take some white people and some black people, sit them across the table from each other, and take their phones. And the only break you're gonna get is a bathroom break. And I ain't got to worry about you using your phone when you're going to bed, because I got it. And we gonna even break bread together. We ain't going out to lunch. We gonna have lunch delivered. And we gonna sit down and talk to each other. Okay? Marcus, well, time will tell, man. Time gonna tell. Okay? Time gonna tell. That's one thing. Time don't lie. Time ain't gonna lie. Time ain't gonna lie. Time gonna tell you the truth. And we're gonna see who's right and who's wrong. And I'm telling you, that dude ain't qualified. He ain't qualified. Cash Patel ain't qualified. The little cutie that he's putting over the Justice Department, Pam Bodie, ain't qualified. Okay? And you gotta admit, Trump put people that's gonna do what he wants done, not what the Constitution say. He want people in place that's gonna do what he wants them to do. And y'all don't want to admit that. See, you don't want to admit that part. That's all. He want people in place that's gonna do his bidding. Not what the Constitution say. The hell with the Constitution. Y'all don't even give a damn about the Constitution, as long as he getting what he wants. Okay? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And that's the problem. That's the problem. You know what? This is my prediction. Trump is going to do something that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King couldn't do. And that's bring black folk together. That's what Donald Trump is going to do. Donald Trump is going to end up uniting black folk, something Malcolm X or Martin Luther King couldn't do. That's what he going to do. He going to bring black folk together. And that's exactly what he going to do. He'll do more in reverse than he will going forward, just like George Wallace. George Wallace did more for black people in reverse than he did going forward. And same thing gonna happen with Trump. Trump gonna do more in reverse than he will going forward. And that's the truth. That's just my little humble opinion. That's just my little humble opinion. Okay? Cause see, again, man, the trick that's being played on America is this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, the trick that's being played on America, man, they got us fighting over race. That's the trick that's being played. They got us fighting each other over race. That is a distraction. Because as long as we angry with each other and don't want to talk to each other, we can't see who's really screwing us. But the rich are still getting richer. See, I got, 45 people up in here? I dare any one of y'all to put up in here a rags to riches story that you know of that everybody know about. Name a rags to riches story. The rich is still getting richer. But name a rags to riches story that you know that everybody's familiar with. Name one. I got 46 people up in here. Name a rags to riches story. Name one. I don't understand your question. I don't understand your question. Why would anybody want to be around a weak man complaining? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Low UFO. Low UFO. Well. Listen. Why you up in here? See, I told you, man, you're on the wrong playground. This ain't the little dick playground, man. I done told you that. Tar baby, this ain't the little dick playground. Okay? You confused, man. You're on the wrong playground. Okay? You come up in here with that little dick energy. All right? Get that shit out of here. Marcus Hunt say, dude, get off the race card. Just be proud to be an American. For you, me, and all Americans, I love you. God bless. Tell me when America hasn't been racist. Tell me when America hasn't been racist. Tell me when America hasn't been racist. Marcus, when has America not been racist? Tell me. Oh, he say never? Really? Really? Oh, so when they were giving black men syphilis to see how the Tuskegee experiment, that wasn't racist? When they was hanging us from trees, that wasn't racist? That wasn't racist, Marcus? When they were hanging us from trees, Marcus? When we had to work for free, Marcus? When they would rape our women, Marcus? Rape the men, call them bug breaking, break the men by raping them in front of their women? Okay? And you gonna talk about America ain't racist? Come on, man. That's because you don't know no history but your own, and the history that you do know is a lie. It's a lie. You still talking about Columbus discovered America. And listen, yeah, look at the blankets they gave the Native Americans that had smallpox. Oh, they don't want to remember that. That's right. They don't want to see. You don't want to talk about see. Here's the problem with white people in America. Let me tell you the problem with white people in America. See, white folk today don't want to be accountable for the actions of their forefathers. But they benefiting from it. But they don't want to be accountable for it. Oh, that's wishful thinking on the black woman's part. Really? Really? And why is it wishful thinking? UFO left home and moved in with my wife. 64 more and net worth. Just finished my last chemo a few weeks ago. Man, I pray that God is still in the healing business, man. I don't have a victim. Man, I don't have a victim. If I had a victimhood mentality, I wouldn't get out every day with that sign. If I was a victim, because I tell you the truth, I'm a victim now. If I was a victim, I wouldn't be doing nothing. I wouldn't have created a brand if I was a victim. I wouldn't have created that message if I was a victim. And I'm gonna get some money. I got me a dinnerware line. I'm gonna launch that too. Okay? Because he ain't got nothing else to do. Well, see you, man. Yeah, I told you you're on the little dick playground. This ain't the little dick playground, buddy. So why don't you take that little dick energy on up out of here? Okay? All right? Low UFO, man. I pray, man. God's still in the healing business, man. He's still in the healing business. And let me read this to you, brother, so that and this is what I'm working on. What I'm working on right here. This is Proverbs chapter 18. And it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. And those that love it, will eat its fruit. Okay? This is my first time sharing with you. Thank you for having this. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Look at what you're speaking over yourself. Low UFO. What's coming out of your mouth? Okay, because your words have power. And let me show you. See, it says death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Now, in the Message Bible, it says word kill, words give life. They're either poison or fruit. You choose. And it's all about what you're saying about yourself. But whatever you're saying, man, you got to believe it as well. And that's where the battle is. Okay? Is believing. You know, I saw something this morning. Jesus healed I'm 100% good with God, but Jesus is tricky. Want to get that right, my friend. Listen, low UFO. Jesus is a lifestyle. Don't get hung up on the person. That's a lifestyle, man. That's a lifestyle. How many nicknames do you have? You got more than one name. You call yourself Low UFO. That ain't your name. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? That ain't your name. Look at how many nicknames people know you by. Even God got more than one name. God has more than one name. So why are you just going to put Jesus with one name? That's a lifestyle. That is a lifestyle. See, there you go. Yahweh. Jesus has more than one name. But people don't pay attention to the lifestyle that he lived. And that's what you got to concentrate. Okay? All right? Listen to this. Man, this is what I saw this morning. Jesus had this young boy, had his father bring his kid to him because he was having seizures. And the disciples couldn't cast it out. So this is Matthew chapter 17. I'm going to start at verse 19. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, why could we not cast it out? Okay? Okay? So verse 20. So Jesus said to them, because of your unbelief. All right? Listen. The disciples came privately to Jesus and said, why could we not cast it out? And Jesus said to them, because of your unbelief. Oh, Tanya, thank you for that $30, girl. Thank you. Thank you. I got it. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Thank you. Much needed, too. Thank you. Okay? Listen to this. for surely, I say to you, if you have this faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. Nothing. If you believe. And that because we got so much trauma, so much drama in our life, in our past, that it attacks our belief system. That's what attacks your belief. What you have experienced. Man, look, as bad as I need some money, okay? All right? Listen to this. I went in the grocery store and bought just a hunch came to buy a lottery ticket. And I bought this cash 5. I said, give me the easy play with it. $3. $2. It was $2. All right? Give me a cash 5 with the easy play. $2. And took the ticket and put it in my pocket. Didn't look at the ticket, took it and put it in my pocket. And if I had just looked at the ticket, I won $500 instantly and missed it. Because I didn't know, I waited till I got home after they pulled it out. I said, damn, I won $500. No, I didn't. If I had turned the ticket in instantly, I would have, but I didn't. When I went back, they said, oh, here's $2. That's all you won, because you didn't redeem it instantly. And see, and the devil, see, that's just kind of luck you got. See, that's the kind of, see, all of that, no, God gonna replace it. Father, replace that $500. That's what I'm believing, that you got, because it was my ignorance. I didn't understand the rules. Okay, you blessed me, and I missed that blessing. I didn't lose nothing. I just didn't gain the $500 because I didn't redeem it instantly. And see, and I'm saying that to say, see, sometimes when your old habits come back up, see, and boy, I mean, the devil been on my shoulder too. See, you thought you had $500. I did. I still got it. I still got it. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from, but I still got it. All right? You ain't gonna talk me out of that, man. You ain't gonna start getting me doubting. When I done seen how God works, you ain't gonna get me doubting. I ain't gonna, I'm too far in the game to start doubting now. And this is what I'm saying to you, brother. Listen, Jesus said to them, because they say disciples came to Jesus privately and said, why could we not cast it out? So Jesus said to them, because of your unbelief. Because of your unbelief. And look, and I say to you, if you have the faith as a mustard seed, man, a mustard seed ain't as big as the head of this pen. Right here. And if you had faith of a mustard seed, look what you can do. Okay? let me see here, man. Let me see here. I'm gonna do you backwards. John 4, 17, 18. Let's see what we got here. Amen. If y'all don't like the word, then I guess you're in the wrong place. if you don't like me talking about the word, you're in the wrong place. Let's see, you say 4. 17 through 18. Amen. And Jesus said to her, go call your husband and come here. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Jesus said to her, you have well said, I have no husband, for you have had 5 husbands. Oh, First John. That's First John. Okay. Oh, okay. First John. All right, I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. First John. Hold on here. First John. First John 4, 17, 18. Okay, love has been perfected among us in this, that we have boldness in the day of judgment, because as he is, so are we in the world. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear involves torment. And see, and when you talking about uh but see, but here's what this is what I wanted to but see, here's the problem. See, a lot of us don't realize, man, the kingdom of God is in us. The kingdom of God is not out here somewhere. The kingdom of God is in you. That's where the kingdom of God is, in you. In you. That's where the kingdom of God is. Okay? Jeremiah. It's my grandson's name. Jeremiah. What's that? Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I ordained you a prophet to the nations. Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, whoa. I gotta highlight that. I gotta highlight that. Okay. Cause uh the one thing I never wanted to do was step foot in a pulpit as a pastor. My mom and my dad were preachers, and I didn't want to get in no pulpit, you know. And I told my grandmama, I said, Makora, everybody talking about I'm gonna be a preacher. See, baby, when God wants you, He gonna come get you. And in 2020, that girl right there, I had sent her back to the Philippines, and I was missing her something terrible. And we had this spot in the park that we go and talk. And I went and sat there where me and my wife would sit and talk. And all I heard was Truth Conductor. I'm sitting in my car and I was like, whoa. When I heard, that was my reaction. When I heard it, I was like, whoa. Wow. Because everybody told me I looked like a conductor. That's all I heard was, and I would use that as an excuse to say, here, man, I do Black History Tours of DC. I'm a conductor on the Underground Railroad. And then shortly after that, the meaning of truth conductor came, just a messenger from God. Anybody can be a truth conductor. I just happen to look like one. Okay? You got Psalms 46. See what we got here. 46, 1 and 2. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Can't be scared, man. But see, that's where the devil is going to attack you with fear. Okay? Okay? That's where the devil is going to attack you with fear. Second guessing, doubt. That's how the devil is going to attack you. Okay? Because see, a lot of people want to see things instantly. They want it just like that. When they say it, they want to see it. And there's no seeds you can plant in the ground that's going to grow overnight. Ain't no seed that you're going to plant in the earth, in the dirt, period. And it's going to start growing overnight. So we have to learn how to keep watering the seeds that we plant, what we believe in, with our thoughts and our words. And if you can't control your thoughts, which is how you feel, if you always feel like you can't do it, nothing good ever happened to me, something always go wrong, if that's the feeling that you have, that's what you're going to produce. Okay? That's what you're going to produce. And I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to be a wealth transfer. It's why I keep telling people, man, don't get caught up in this drama. Because there's going to be a wealth transfer. The Bible says the wealth of the sinners is laid up for the righteous. That's a wealth transfer. And God is going to give you an idea to go and do that. To activate that wealth transfer. God going to give you an idea that's going to make you rich. Listen to this, y'all. Let me show you something. This is why I like Proverbs. See, this is Proverbs chapter 8. And it's talking about wisdom and understanding. But let me show you what comes with one understanding. I'm going to just go down to verse 17. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me. Verse 18, riches and honor are with me, enduring riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yes, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I traverse, which means I travel, the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of justice, that I may cause those who love me to inherit wealth, that I may fill their treasuries. And treasuries is plural, which means that's more than one stream of income. That's more than one stream. Didn't say nothing about tithes and offerings. Let me show you this. Look at this. This is chapter 4, verse 5. Say, get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. You see, you have some people so educated, man, they don't even know how to use their educated fools. Because the knowledge that they have, they don't know how to use it. Okay? They don't know how to use it. But listen, exalt her, this chapter 4, verse 8, exalt her, and she will promote you. She will bring you honor when you embrace her. She will place on your head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory. She will deliver to you. Okay? Yeah, matter of fact, let me read it to you. Let me read it to you. Let me read it to you. I think that's 16. I believe that's chapter 16. Hold on a second. I tell you, it's in Proverbs. I'm knowing close to. Oh, wait a minute. Is that 21? Let me give it to you. Hold on. Let me give it to you just now. Proverbs 13:22. And this is what it says right here. It says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous. Okay? That's what it says. This is Proverbs 13, verse 22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous. In the Message Bible, it says a good life get passed on to the grandchildren. Ill-gotten wealth ends up with good people. Okay? Now, God is my daddy. Hey, he might be your daddy, but God is my daddy, buddy. No, sir. Donald Trump can't do nothing for me. Trump can't do nothing for me. Trump can't bless me. Trump can't heal me. shit. Ain't nothing Trump can do. Trump ain't God. No, God is my daddy. That's my daddy. He might be your daddy, but God is my daddy, buddy. Because, see, when God bless you, he don't add no sorrows with it. Okay? Well, if you want to say he's king, I wouldn't blaspheme God like that. If I was you, Corky, you blaspheming God now. You blaspheming God now, buddy. And my grandmama say, play with a lot of things, but God ain't one of them. You're playing with God now, boy. You playing with God now. So if you want to have him, put him in that category, God bless you, brother, but you're playing with fire. I'm doing good, Ghost. How you doing, man? All right? So that just to show y'all, man. Oh, let me show you one more thing. Let me show you one more thing about that wisdom and understanding. Listen to this. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. Happy is the man who finds wisdom and the man who gains understanding. For her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than fine gold. She's more precious than rubies, and all the things you may desire cannot compare with her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Okay? Thank you, man. Thank you. And listen. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. And it say, happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains understanding. Now, you know who don't want wisdom and understanding? Listen to this. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. See, only a foolish person is going to despise wisdom and instruction. And I just showed you, it says, happy is the man who finds wisdom and the man who gains understanding. Happy is the man. But over here, it tells you a fool. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Okay? So that tells you they got a hard life, buddy. That tells you, uh, this one stands out for me every day. This is one stands out for me every day. This is Galatians chapter 6. And let us not grow weary while doing good. For in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. I deal with that every day, bro. Every day. Every day I go down to the White House. Man, I'm playing national anthems. I'm playing music. People look at my bucket and give me a thumbs up. Won't even put $1 in it. And God say, don't grow weary in doing good, because you'll reap if you do not lose hope. And some folk just don't know, man, they missed an opportunity to be a blessing and missed it and won't get it again. They won't get it again, but had an opportunity to be a blessing in front of them. And it used to get me, and this scripture came, see, because it says in verse 7, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever man sows, that he shall reap. And I have people see an opportunity to sow some good and pass it up. Pass it up. See the opportunity to sow some good and pass it up. Okay? So that's what keeps me going. Okay? That's what keeps me going. Okay, man. Let me read you this definition, man. Let me read you this definition. Okay, cause see, you putting yourself in danger, man, and don't even realize it. You're putting yourself in danger and don't realize it. Don't realize it. So let me try to help you. Blasphemous, sacrilegious against God or sacred things. And you wanna, Lord Donald will bless us all by making America great again? When has America been great? Corky. When has America been great, Corky? Corky. When has America been great, Corky? When has America been great, Corky? Where you at? When has America been great? You talking about make America great again? When has it been great, Corky? I got him, man. I got him. Corky, where you at? When has America been great, Corky? Oh, you ain't got nothing to say now. Because you don't have an answer for that. On my Cash App, here, you want my Cash App? Here you go. I give you my Cash App. And it's going to let me know if you put something in it, too. Let's see here. Let's try to break this down. There you go, Corky. There you go. Boy, you got jokes. You got jokes. Oh, it is. Well, let's see. Let's get you out of here, man. You see you up in here. Let me just go on and get rid of you. Go on and get rid of you. Yeah, go on and get that out of here. Okay? But you can do what you want to do, man. All I can do is just try to speak truthfully. And see, and this is, listen, let me show you. Let me show you so you won't think, okay. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things the Lord hate, yes, 7 are an abomination to him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that are swift and run into evil, a false witness who speak lies, and one who sows discord among brethren. Okay? All right? One who sows discord among brethren. That's an abomination to God. When you start talking about them lefties, them righties, them Republicans, and them Democrats, that's sowing discord among brethren. Okay? That's sowing discord. Okay? Listen. A heart that devises wicked plans. That's revenge. A heart that devises wicked plans is revenge. That's revenge. That's all that is. Revenge. And God say, that's an abomination to me. For you to go out and get revenge on your enemies. That's an abomination. And look how many Christians that are cheering on Trump because he's getting revenge. And they got the nerve to talk to you about Jesus. And this is say that a heart that devises wicked plans is an abomination. And you cheering it on. Because you don't know no better. Okay? It's not yours to get. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you how you treat your enemies. This is how you treat your enemies. Right here. This is how you treat your enemies. If your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat. If he is thirsty, give him water to drink. For so you will heap coals of fire on his head, and the Lord will reward you. Listen to this again. This is Proverbs 25, verse 21 and 22. If your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he's thirsty, give him water to drink. For so you will heap coals of fire on his head, and the Lord will bless you. Lord ain't gonna bless you getting no revenge, man. He say, vengeance is mine. God ain't gonna bless you. God ain't gonna bless Trump for getting revenge against his enemies. He ain't gonna bless that. He's not gonna bless it. Okay? And the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Boy, see, and see, when you start saying this, then Christians be justified. See, they always got an excuse for that. Matter of fact, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He lead me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He lead me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Okay? Man, I just told you, man. It ain't my opinion. I'm showing you in the Word. I'm showing you in the Word. God say, no, you don't do that. You don't get revenge. You don't, that's not your place. Is to get revenge. And that's what he's doing. And in doing so, he's sowing discord among people. He can't be blessed, man. God ain't gonna bless that. God ain't gonna bless that. He ain't gonna bless it. It's just that simple. All right? And he ain't gonna bless it. Ain't no good gonna come out of it. Because if good come out of this, it's gonna make God a liar. If he's successful with what he's doing, he gonna make God a liar. It is. Because all of them are twisting and turning. Man, they're lying just like as quick as I can drop this pen. That's how quick they tell you a lie. Just that quick. Okay? And that's one thing, God cannot lie. Because if God lied, he can't be God. If he tell a lie, he is no longer God. He got to get off the throne. Because he can't lie. It's just that simple, man. You know, but we don't see that, man. We don't. You got a lot of Christians running around, praise God, and supporting this, and God said, no. Yeah, vengeance is mine. That's mine. Matter of fact, let me find that scripture so that you see I ain't making this up. Romans 12:19. Man, look here. I turn right to the chapter too. I turn right to the chapter. Beloved, do not avenge yourselves, but rather give place to wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, says the Lord. Therefore, and listen, I just read this. If your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he's thirsty, give him drink. For in doing so, you will heap coals of fire on his head. I just read that out of Proverbs. I just read you that out of Proverbs. And this is Romans chapter 12, verse 19 and 20. Okay? How you doing? All right? Well, see, that goes to show you that doing what the people want can get you in trouble. And that's just going to show you because you're doing it for the wrong reason. Okay? Doing what the people want get you in trouble. It'll get you in trouble. You got to do what God wants. Okay? Well, see, there's going to have to be an awakening for that to happen. Okay? There's going to have to be an awakening for that to happen, for the people to come together. Man, there's going to have to be an awakening. People going to have to come together. They're going to have to come together. Because if they don't, it's going to be hell to pay, man. If they don't come together, it's going to be hell to pay. We all perish. We're going to live together. People are perish together as food. Okay? All right? And that's what's going to have to happen. And see, and just like the children of Israel had to wander in the wilderness 40 years to let some of them people die out. The same thing. But see, they don't want to. They don't want to turn that television off because that's a sacrifice. And some of them are addicted to it and don't want to admit it. They're addicted to that TV. They don't want to, because see, if you turn television on, now you got to deal with you. And some folks, they rather have an excuse rather than deal with themselves because they just that much work. Okay? Because they just that much work. They don't want to deal with themselves and wondering why they by themselves. How come they ain't got nobody in their life? Because you're a piece of work. All right? You're a piece of work. But if you don't, it's only gonna hurt you, man. It's only gonna hurt you. I rarely do I turn this television on. If I turn this TV on, I'm watching some sports. I'm serious. If I turn that television on, I'm watching some sports. Other than that, man, I'm on my phone, going to different platforms and seeing what's going on. Well, thank you, Charles. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I just try to uh well, the commanders, the team around him, believed the hype. He ain't have no help. He's a damn good quarterback. Boy's good, but he ain't have no help. Can't do it by himself. And see, and they wanted him to go out there and win that game on his own by himself, and he couldn't. He couldn't. That's exactly what happened. No, I don't watch the news, man. I don't watch no news. I just go through different platforms, man. I go through different platforms and just read up. I don't even put that energy in my. Well, I'm 72 too, Charles. We same age. I'm 72. I'm 72. Been married to that girl, be 6 years this year. Okay? We'll be married 6 years, and it'll be 6 years since I done seen her. You know, I sent her back in 2019, and right after we got married. And uh, and I believe God is gonna restore everything I done missed. Because if man, thank God my wife wasn't here, because if she was still here, I'd be looking over my shoulders, because she'd been on an overstayed her visa, and look at the mess I would have I would have I would have created. Okay, all right. So I just we'll get together. We'll get. I wouldn't, if my wife was still here. I wouldn't have even. Uh, I wouldn't have discovered this brand. I wouldn't have discovered this message. Okay. Yeah, I'm 72, man. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, I was just 72 the 19th of this month. Okay. 72. I was 72 the 19th of January. That's my birthday. 72. Yes, sir. 72. Matter of fact, come March, I will have been in DC 50 years. Okay. They ain't mine. Money will give you anything, boy. Money will, because for a long time I had to wear a mask because I had some dental issues. So that's money. Money do. Thank you, man. Brother, I pray to God that I do. I just try to do right by people, man. That's what I try to do. I try to do right by people. That's what and I got two kids, be 42 and 41 this year. And praise God, they've never seen me sick. That's one thing. I pray that God never let my kids see me sick. I pray He never let them see me sick. They've never seen me, and they all their life they've never seen. And I'd be trying to tell them, why don't you do it? Say, y'all ever seen me sick? No, Dad. Well, why don't you listen to me? If you ain't never seen me sick, why don't you listen to me? Okay, listen to me. But they won't listen. but thank you, man. But I just try to do right by people, man. I just try to do right by people, and um, I'm the biggest giver this world has ever seen. All right. Uh, my daughter goes to that church. She goes to that church, Alpha Street Baptist Church. But as a matter of fact, Alpha Street Baptist Church was the first black church in Washington, D.C., when Alexandria was a part of D.C. Alpha Street Baptist Church was the first black church in the city, 1803. 1803. And then in 1841, Alexandria didn't want to give up slavery. So they retroceded back to Virginia. That's why we got our funny little shape. Because Alexandria didn't want to give up slavery. It was too profitable. So they retroceded back to the city, back to Alexandria, to Virginia. But originally it was Washington City, Washington County, Georgetown, and Alexandria. Those were the four areas of the city. And Washington City, Georgetown, Alexandria had a 10 o'clock curfew. Washington County was like the rural section. They didn't have a curfew. That's where you could go hide out, and had all the juke joints were in Washington County. But Alexandria, Georgetown, and Washington City, man, at 10 o'clock, you got to be off the street. Well, see, here's the thing. A lot of people don't know why go back is offensive. And the reason go back is offensive is because the American Colonization Society didn't want black folk in America. Matter of fact, they created Liberia in 1822, the American Colonization Society. They sent black folk back to Africa to form Liberia because they never thought we should be here. And Star Spangled Banner, what's his name? Francis Scott Key was a founding member of the American Colonization Society right here in Washington, D.C. Right here in Washington, D.C. He was a founding member. And that's the organization that sent black folk back to Africa to form Liberia. Yeah. Matter of fact, I tell you what, I'll give you my number because it don't accept. If you ain't in my contacts, you got to leave me a message because it won't accept unknown calls. Leave me a message. I'll call you back. Leave me a message. Hold on, let me give it to you. Let me give it to you. I don't have a problem with it. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do it this way. Let me give you my email. Email me. And I'll give you mine. Cause Spirit of God said, don't do that. Don't put that out there. Here's my email. Okay. Did it come through? Oh no, here we go. There's my email right there. Okay. I'm in a princess. I'm in. Trust me, I told you I'm 72. This is not the little dick zone. So please don't worry. Okay, this ain't the little dick zone. So I ain't worried about them. I ain't scared of them. That's for sure. I ain't scared of them. Man, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all because so y'all won't think I'm lying, but when the Ukraine war first broke out, Ukraine was treating African students like crap, and I was at the White House, and I went down there. Boy, I was playing African drums. That's all I played was African. I went through my list and just got a list of African drums. And I said, when I go down to the White House, that's all I'm going to play are these damn drums. And boy, them white folk got pissed off. They tried to block my music, put their signs in front of it and everywhere. And I got up to move, and they wouldn't move. Okay, since you ain't going to move, I'm going to move you. Look at this guy, man. See how this guy got his hands on me? And I'm looking at him, and I said, man, if I knock this mofo out, I'm going to jail. Okay, and a photographer behind me was knew me, and he was taking the pictures, and I didn't even know he was back there. And he was taking the pictures, and look at this guy. Look. That's like I ain't got no love for Ukraine. Ain't got no love for Ukraine. Okay? None. And this see, look how they got me blocked off. How they tried to block me. Like they tried to get me arrested. And Secret Service told them, said, we know this guy. He down here every day. We don't know you, and we know from watching him, if he responded the way he did, you had to do something. And they told me, Don, don't worry about it. We ain't gonna do nothing to you. Yeah, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And then when we finish, they said, where you going? I said, I'm going right back in there. He said, you sure? You see what I did? I went right back in there, buddy. I went, now, man, I've been in DC 50 years. How you gonna come and make me scared in my own city? No, that ain't happening. You ain't gonna have me scared in my own city. I live here. And you think you gonna visit and have me scared? Oh, you got another thought coming, buddy. No, man. When Trump first got elected, they had the mother of all rallies on the mall, and I have a limo, and I was trying to sell it, and they got mad at me, and ended up it ran hot, and I thought that joint had cooled off. Let me show you. You can still see the scar on my arm. That joint, but I had a 3rd-degree burn on my arm. Okay, and they had the mother of all rallies, and I had a Black History tour sign, DC Black History tour sign, and I went down in the middle of his rally, advertising a Black History tour company. I'm trying to find some pictures to show you. Man, you ain't gonna come up here and make me scared, man. You crazy. You crazy. You absolutely out your mind. You think I'm scared of you? No, I ain't scared of you. And actually, Neil, when they was doing the start, man, I got down and Neil. I wanted them to mess with me. Okay? I wanted them to mess with me because it was gonna bring attention to that guy with the Black History sign. I wanted them to mess with me, buddy. Yes, sir. I sure did. That's how crazy I was, man. Let me show you. I'm gonna show y'all this picture, and then you'll see. I don't be playing around with them cats, man. I don't be. See, this is Jason Kessler. He's the one that organized Charlottesville, where that girl got killed. You know, I went down. I know him. I know Jason. I know Jason. Here it is. Here it is. Look, mother of all rallies. You see me? Look. I'm sitting there with my Black History Tour sign. Right in the middle of them. Right in the middle of them. The mother of all rallies. 2017. This is my town, man. You ain't gonna have me scared in my own town. You crazy. You absolutely out your mind. Here, let me show you. Look, see, they doing the Pledge of Allegiance. I kneel. And dare one of them to mess with me too. Dare you to say something. Dare you to say something. Dare you. Okay? Dare you to say something. That's why I went down there, man. I wasn't joking around. Look, let me show you. Look at this. See? You see that Black History Night Tour sign, don't you? Look at, you see all that? You see that Trump? You see that Black History Night Tour sign? You see it there, don't you? Shit, I'm right in the middle of the crowd, buddy. You ain't gonna, no, you ain't coming up in here scaring me. Gonna have me scared in my own town? You crazy. You absolutely done lost your mind if you think you gonna scare me. No, indeed. Yeah, I'll be everywhere, man. It's my town. You know, a lot of y'all done seen me. I know. Let me show you. A lot of y'all done seen this picture. That's me behind Steve Bannon. Like a lot of y'all done seen this. We probably ain't put it. Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, I have seen him. Yeah, that's me. That's me behind Steve Bannon. Let me see. Let me find. Let me show y'all. Show y'all some of the people I've been behind. Rudy Giuliani, Peter Navarro, um, this guy, Jordan Klepper, did a thing with him up on Capitol Hill. I'm right there in that video, man, right there in that video. And he tried to intimidate Dana Bash. This guy that was he tried to intimidate us, man. Nah, you ain't gonna mess with her. Said, come on, I'll walk you to your car. Where you got to go? I'll walk you to wherever you got to go. I said, back up off this woman, man. You ain't gonna be intimidating no woman. Not while I'm around. See, there's my pillow guy. Okay? There's my pillow guy. Who else I got? I just, I just try to take advantage of a situation that is once in a lifetime because once it go down in history, 100 years from now, I'll be dead and gone, and that picture still be there. See, this is one of the guys. I think that was a lawyer that was trying to get some people out for J6. Right there. Okay. Let's see here. This is Trump's CEO in New York. Right here, that's his CEO. Okay, that's Trump's CEO. Just to show y'all, man. I just, here's Peter Navarro. Wait a minute, let me get a better picture of him. See, there's Peter Navarro. When they were sentencing him to court. That's him. I got old Rudy up in here too. I got Giuliani. Oh man, I got some good pictures with Steve Bannon. Right here. I got a lot of pictures with him. This is the guy Cowboys for Trump out of Arizona. Okay. Yeah, that's when I wished him Merry Christmas. Yeah, I wished him Merry Christmas. I sure did. I wished him Merry Christmas. And where Rudy at? And this is what's his name? What is his name? John. What's his name? With the talk show. He was up on Capitol Hill, and I said, man, can I take a picture with you? He said, of course. There it is. There it is. Jon Stewart. Yeah, that's Jon Stewart. See now, my grandson started out school at Ohio State, right? And yeah. Um, and the first time I went to see him at they had Family and Friends Day at do you agree? Absolutely. 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 That transgender is bullshit. That's bullshit. You got a dick, you a man. Point blank. You a man. And you ain't got no business in women's sports. If you want to play, why don't you form your own damn league? If you want to play sports so bad, why don't you play against them other ones that's just as confused as your ass is? Cause you think you a woman and I'm supposed to go along with that? And then I don't agree with it. You want to demonize me? Well, if you got just as much right to think that you're a woman and you're a man, I just got just as much right to disagree. I got the same right. But when I disagree, you want to demonize me. You know? No, you ain't got no business in no woman's bathroom. Your ass is a man. You a man. Just that simple. But anyway, I went up to Ohio State to see my grandson, and I got out the car, and he's like, Granddaddy, man, I saw a sign that reminded me of you. I said, boy, you smoking reefer already? I said, you smoking reefer already? He said, quit playing, man. I'm serious. So I said, he said, come here. He said, let me show you this sign. See, what people don't know, there are five plaques dedicated to the Underground Railroad on the campus of The Ohio State University. There are five plaques. And when we read the plaque, the first one we found said, this is plaque 4 of 5. He said, Granddad, there's 5 plaques. He said, we got to find these plaques. We found all 5 of them. We found all 5 of them on the campus of The Ohio State University, dedicated to the Underground Railroad. And a lot of people, see y'all, black folk are experts at landmarks. Let me say that again. Black folk are experts at landmarks. See, when the sky was clear, we followed the North Star. But when the sky wasn't clear, we followed landmarks. You can ask any black person today for some directions. In them directions, they gonna put you a landmark. The Underground Railroad. That's all that is. Okay, that's all that is. See, the Underground Railroad was nothing but a code system. And the code was nicknames. That's all the code was a nickname. And if you don't believe me, more black folk know each other by their nickname than they do their real name. The Underground Railroad. That's all it was. Yes, that's all it was. Or go down to, man, when you get out and you see this big old tree, bear right. Or when you get to the lake, bear left of that. They always had a landmark. They always had a landmark. When you see this building, after you pass this building on your right-hand side, you're going to see a road to your left. You see, so when you pass that building, you looking for the first turn to your left. Because the building was your landmark. Ask any black person for some directions today, they gonna give you a landmark in them directions. The Underground Railroad. That's all that is. That's all that is. That's all. And the Underground Railroad was the most successful organized crime in the history of America. Let me say that again. The Underground Railroad was the most successful organized crime because it was against the law to help black folk be free. That was against the law. And see, unfortunately, you had a lot of white people to lose their lives on behalf of freedom for black folk, and their stories will never be told. They'll never be told. Their stories are just dying on the vines. Just dying on the vines. White people lost their lives on behalf of the freedom for black folk right here in America. Look in Virginia. The white guy and the Loving, they had to sue black woman and a white man. They just pardoned Jack Johnson. That's one thing Biden did, and all them pardons he gave out, he pardoned Jack Johnson. Yeah, a black woman invented the GPS. But see, our history is just dying on the vines because don't nobody want to tell it. Look at how the Air Force, Tuskegee Airmen, man, was some of the baddest boys flying. Okay? Some of the baddest of the best of the best. And now they done took their story out of, they don't tell their story no more in the Air Force. And you had white pilots say, if I can't get them as my escorts, I ain't flying. That's how good they were. Tuskegee Airmen. White pilot, if I can't, I want them red tails. I want them as my escort. And them boys didn't play. They ain't play. Matter of fact, let me see how many, I think they lost maybe, how many pilots, let me see, let me show you how good they were. Let me show you how good they were. Let me see how many they lost. Okay, let's see something. It wasn't many. 15, 16, it wasn't many. It wasn't many at all. It wasn't many. Them boys was bad, man. And their story is just dying on the vines because don't nobody want to tell it. You know? So, a black woman, man, we got a lot of inventions, man. We got a lot of inventions. A lot of stuff was stolen from us, too. A lot of stuff was stolen, but those were the times, you know. Those were the times. So you have to take the bitter with the sweet. Have to take the bitter with the sweet. Have to take the bitter with the sweet. I'm trying to get one. Jesse Lee don't want no part of me, man. Jesse Lee Peterson don't want me. I put my foot in his butt on his own show. He don't want no part of me. See, last time I was on the show, I had to wear my mask, but I ain't got my mask on now. Man, I put my foot right up in his butt. I put my foot up in his butt, and he know it. He know it. So he ain't trying to invite me back, because he know I'm going to get on there talking nothing but smack to him, buddy. Okay? I'm talking nothing but smack. So is. I'm talking on his show. On his show. So now he don't want me to come back. He don't want me to come back. I jump all over Jesse Lee. And we both from Alabama too. Both of us are from Alabama. I tear him up, man. But see that he is Jesse Lee is good at milking white folks, man. He can milk that white cow. He know how to milk that white cow. He's grifting. He say what they are afraid to say, and they pay him well because he say the stuff they scared to say. And see, if truth be told, see, it's one thing about it's one thing about black folk, man. Example, look at uh, Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. You know why Joe Frazier wasn't as popular as Muhammad Ali? He couldn't talk. He couldn't talk. And Jesse Lee Peterson, man, he makes white people's skin crawl when he started talking. See, they don't want to embarrass him, but if they told the truth, when he talk, man, he make their skin crawl. He makes their skin crawl the way he talk. Sure do. Worse than Joe Frazier. Jesse Lee Peterson talks worse than Joe Frazier. Okay? Worse. But he's saying what white people want to say. And they keep him out there. They keep feeding him. Because he's saying what they want to say. They scared to say it. Okay? And they became good friends. They did. They did. In the end, they became good friends. But the reason Frazier didn't get the notoriety, he couldn't talk. Man, if that dude could talk, shit, he would have, man, he would have right on by Ali, but he couldn't talk. You know, he had that old Phil Negro lingo, and white folk couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it. They couldn't stand it. It irritated them just to listen to him. But he was a good dude. And unfortunately, you know, that's the way it goes. That's the way things are. I mean, you know, people talking about ain't no racism, but shit, look how they didn't want 3 years they took away from Ali because he didn't want to go into the army. His best years they took away from him. His best years. His best. Okay? Yeah, that's a true story. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. Yeah. And George's still around. Still around. All right, y'all. Hey, man, I just wanted to get on here. Man, don't get caught up in this. Don't, man, I'm telling you. Y'all need to get in Proverbs. Y'all need to get in Proverbs and see what this word is saying, so you can decide for yourself how somebody living. See, get in the word. And that's why I like Proverbs, because there's 31 chapters, chapter for every day of the month. If it ain't 31 days, man, just keep reading until you catch up. But you don't have to think back 2,000 years when you read. Proverbs will show you how to live today. That's why I like Proverbs, because it will show you how to live today. Okay? It will show you yourself. You can see your family. You can see your friends. You can see your enemies in Proverbs. Okay? All right, Charles. Okay? So thank y'all, man. Thank you. And hey, Tanya, thank you for that $30, girl. I appreciate you. See y'all later.